Hey everyone, d.va here. Like I said in my review video, I am gonna try to rebarrel this thing for rival. It got some potential. I'm telling you, this thing, if you remove the air restrictor, which is the DRM inside, and rebarrel it for half dart or maybe full length, but full length it's going over, but half dart, very snug inside, it's gonna fly. This thing got some high FPS reading, around 105 FPS. That's very good for what it is. Pretty much what I hate the most in regular pullback prime blaster is when you pull back, you have a big rod, but this one come back. Might be a good candidate to revisit my Project Iris since I had a breakdown with the d.va. I'm gonna open this one, check what's inside, what kind of spring we got. I don't think there's any loose in the O-ring. I can feel the bump where it is. See how we are gonna remove the DRM and rebarrel this thing with probably a d.va or part of an Ilios barrel, which are the perfect diameter for rival. So let's open the thing. They are not all equal, so I'm gonna leave them in place. Should open right up. I'm I'm just worried that any spring is gonna pop out everywhere. Huh, okay, I see what's happening here. This barrel part is glued to both half of the shell, holding it together. We're gonna try removing it with less damage as possible. This thing is solvent welded there. That means I'm gonna have to peel it off completely before I can open this shell. Huh. Gonna try not to break it, keep the shell as beautiful as I can. And then we'll be back. Once you remove the tip, the rest pretty much peels off. You just need to crack it with a knife and this thing will just remove itself. Now that this thing is removed, let's hope not too much glue have been going inside this. Okay. And you have a solvent weld right here, preventing you from opening this blaster. Okay. There is a hole here. Might be for depressurizing with the restrictor. Okay, this crank priming looks a lot like a simplified Helio system. Can I remove this without destroying everything? And they glued everything. Yes. Yes. Okay, so this spring is kind of weird, but it's a long one with very, very stiff coil. So I'm gonna leave that spring on. I don't want to do anything to it. My concern is that restrictor and that barrel. Because, I would not be that far off if I just cut it a little, fit it over there. It will. I will just need to remove this part. Is it glued? I'll take a pipe cutter just to cut what I need as an extra barrel length. To be sure I have enough space to glue my rival barrel to this thing. Come on. My pipe cutter is a little old and maybe a little crooked. Here it comes. Don't try to just punch the hole through them. Like, drill each leg around. You're gonna have to do that, otherwise you're gonna have to separate this complete barrel into 3 parts. So I suggest you remove the plate that's gonna allow you access to remove the rest of the restrictor, which is inside. I took a very small screwdriver for the first hole, and I'm gonna take a second screwdriver, like quite bigger, to finish it or do a second step. After you're done like drilling with your screwdriver, like for a few seconds. The remaining holes, it should look somewhere like that, like the big hole and tiny little leg that hold the plate. And now it should be able to come out. Here we go. The restrictor is out. Not the most beautiful, but all the little pieces of plastic are going to be easy to remove. That is their superb DRM. It's a little pin that goes flush with the X in the middle of the tube that the little notch need to push down so the air come out. And now I just removed it. Apparently this is gonna be a lot easier than it seemed. I removed most of the part inside. I will trim it out later just to put it more beautiful if everything is working. But for the test, I wanted to spare that perfect barrel for another one, maybe. And I just cut this Helios barrel to about the same length, and that happened. Like, it's tight. It's really tight. I could perfectly orient both seam line to have perfect alignment with my hop up, and I could easily chop up every excess I don't need like that, and have, let's say, a piece of a barrel in front of it, yeah, just to hide it. That can be something nice to do. Yes, it is working. I had second thought. I'm going with this one. I'm gonna finish the tip to be somewhat orange, and it's gonna be what finished this. I just passed a little sandpaper here because this barrel is a lot more tight than the Helios one, so it doesn't rightly fit on it. And I'm going to do the same thing just inside to ensure that the glue stays in. Good. So basically this mod is going to be done. Assuming that it works and that it got decent FPS, I'm gonna have preserved the hop up from the d.va. Maybe I have like an air slight longer of a barrel, but still I think this is gonna be fine. Here, it's gonna be that. Like really, I cut out just the surrounding. I'm gonna do some finishing a little later on this mod. Now, I wanna see if it works. Sorry for that. Basically cut the excess plastic on both parts. Now, I wanna put that in, but this little tab is preventing me from putting it in, but I'm not gonna completely cut it off. I'm gonna remove like part of it. Let's say 2/3 of it. Just keep a little for the new barrel to maybe sit on it. Okay, everything. Ah, fudge. This is the one. This is the one I didn't want to pop. Looks like it's in. Is it? Not exactly. I'm gonna have to do the same thing with the other tab. be about right. Doesn't seem to move. Oh boy. Okay. That little dart holder. It's not completely tight at the top, but this part was held together by the little nozzle that I ripped off. So basically it's gonna be a little loose until I put something on its tip. But still, it's looking like it's working. I just want to finish screwing the blaster up to check, one, if it's firing, and two, if there's any interesting FPS. Because if there is, I might have just find the biggest use for that Ultra 4 pistol. Because I'm telling you, do the same thing. Do it for half dart. This thing is gonna fly. I mean, it's a 105 FPS, between 95 and 105. Sometimes a little lower when you don't engage it all the way back. But with a regular dart, when they are straight, you get very, very good with regular ultra dart. Imagine with a half dart, that 100 FPS tube is gonna just fly it. That's why I want to try it with Rival. But for both, Rival seems very easy. Like this size of the Ultra barrel almost fits inside the Rival barrel, making it very easy to fit them together with the tube. The biggest hassle here has been the tip, like gluing the two parts of the shell together, and that's it's like a way they have of preventing us from putting our nose into the blaster. But still, we all do. Okay, let me finish to close that thing, and then we'll do fire tests and chronograph tests. Haha, now the test. That I knew was gonna work, but let's shove it all the way to the back, not that deep, and that thing is powerful. Like, this thing is really powerful. I want to try it. Chronograph. Where's the chronograph? Let's put that thing all the way back. With a few more around here. That was 133. I got 86, 89, and one of 133. Don't know what's happening with it. Still 89. Not that powerful, but an interesting idea that works. So it works as a Rival. It's getting okay performance. Let's say 90 average. It's okay. It's perfect. I haven't replaced the spring. I haven't replaced the internal, nor changed the O-ring or anything. So there is place for improvement, but the idea works. That Ultra 4 is now used in Rival in my thing. I think this is going to be my Project Iris. I like the look of the silhouette. It's very, very thin. And I might just had a barrel piece to fit there. Yeah, I really dig it. So yeah, that was my revisit of Project Iris. and it's working perfectly. Okay, let's try not to dry fire it too much because there is no restrictor inside. I am gonna change that with a padded foam for the head of the plunger, but it's working. That's about it. In the meantime, you can always follow me on Facebook and Instagram at thatoldnerfguy. Please leave a like and comment, subscribe for more content. See you next time. Bye.